Hi, I'm Gitersonke, CEO of Health Insurance Answers. Today we're going to talk about the topic, does having health insurance really pay for itself? So understanding first how to navigate healthcare is tricky enough. Secondarily, trying to figure out what health plan to take is almost an impossible task. Now, most people get health insurance through their employer, and their employer gives them one or two, maybe three options to choose from. So it's very important to understand what options you have and which ones you can take and how they're going to affect your outcome at the end of the year financially. Now, for instance, my company offers an HMO and a PPO product. We have 3 tiers of HMO and 3 tiers of PPO. So in reality, I'm offering my employees 6 plans to choose from. So every year when we go through our plan benefit administration time, I get a lot of questions, and these questions all surround the same subject matter. Is this really something I should take, or should I just take my chances and pay my out-of-pocket costs if something happens? So we recommend, obviously, to our employees that they take the health insurance. As an employer, I contribute a portion of that cost, and then they pay the remainder. So even when I offer 6 plans to my employees, it still offers a lot of variety, but also a large cost differential. So for instance, I think our basic HMO plan costs around $250 a month for an individual. The high tier HMO plan can cost upwards of $700 for that same individual. So it's important to know what goes into the plan and how it's going to work for you as a patient. One of the other options you have is to ask your employer if they have an alternative plan. Some have major medical plans or HSA accounts attached to them. An HSA account is a pre-tax benefit for the employee that money goes into that you can spend on healthcare expenditures as well. So sometimes it makes sense to have a hybrid type of approach to your healthcare and health insurance. And in some cases, employers have what's called a self-funded plan, which means that the employer really funds all the costs with the healthcare plan, and they outsource the claims administration to a TPA. That's a third-party administrator. So when they get their claim, they process it, but that money is really coming directly out of your employer's pocket. Now, having an advocate by your side to understand how to first choose the right plan for yourself, and secondly, how do I cut that cost and make that healthcare dollar I spend every year go as far as it can?